forget it. We're still gonna go live because it's promised for those who were gonna join this morning. I apologize if you guys are just coming in. We had some technical difficulties this morning. The computer decided out of all days this morning it was just not gonna work right. And what ended up happening when I booted up this morning, literally the computer went into safe mode. I had no idea what the issues were, and nothing was working right. So after YouTubing it on my phone, figured out the issue, sort of. I've already scanned everything. Everything's working properly. But, sorry for the late start, guys. Hey, good morning, Tony. How's it going? Man, this was a rough start this morning. I didn't know if I was going to live stream it. I mean, I was going to just say no, but I did tell you guys I was, and I know we're like 38 minutes late and it's already been revealed. But I figured this would be great to I was like, I'm just going to live stream it anyways, just due to the fact that we can at least still discuss it. I'm sorry, again, for those who are just joining, I had technical difficulties this morning with my computer. It literally just did not want to boot up. It kept going into safe mode. If you see me on Instagram, you guys would see what I'm talking about. But I figured that we can still do this and discuss it. If you guys have yet to see the video, we'll play it together, we'll watch it together, and then we can still discuss what we think about it. I've already seen it, and I'm sure most of you guys have too. But I just figured, you know what? We're still on the live. Let's do it anyways, all right? So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and play it, watch it together, and then you guys give me your inputs and thoughts on what you guys think about it.
Motorsports. The crucible where automakers test their thinking. Pushing engineering. Proving performance. No one does it quite like Subaru. The car. Designed around the driver. The balanced driver's feel gives them confidence to push even harder. Where others obsess over straight line speed, Subaru knows life rarely comes at you in a straight line. This is why Subaru invested its learning in a concept that could handle the twists and turns. At its heart, the Subaru Boxer engine. Sitting low and flat, helping to deliver an ideal center of gravity. It has been improved, refined, put to the test in the most grueling challenges of motorsport. Rally, rallycross, road racing, endurance racing. Subaru didn't just survive in the heat of racing. Subaru flourished. Racing victories are one thing. They mean much more when they translate into performance for production models. Subaru has a long history of bringing its race car pedigree to the street. The combination of all-wheel drive and a Subaru Boxer engine that had dominated the World Rally stage led the way. But in 2012, Subaru took on a new performance challenge. The classic front-engine, rear-wheel drive sports car. A traditional concept, once again given the Subaru spin. The Subaru Boxer power plant slung low, driving 2 wheels instead of 4. Development of the first-generation BRZ was a collaboration between engineer and driver, once again using the concept of balanced performance to make the driver better. Racetracks and switchbacks were now the Subaru team's focus and their playground. Small, lightweight, low, nimble, combined with ample power, delivering surgical precision to the driver. A new singular purpose had joined the family of purpose-built Subaru vehicles. And the purpose of the first Subaru BRZ? Fun. Fun to look at. Even more fun to drive. A pure enthusiast's car. The Subaru faithful were quick to make the BRZ their own. But the Subaru racing and engineering traditions allow no room for complacency. The Subaru BRZ was pure sports car driving, but could it become even more pure? With an even lower center of gravity. Even more powerful, with a new 2.4-liter Subaru Boxer engine. Improved torque. More horsepower. Could it become even more poised, with torsional stiffness increased 50%? Grip improved, with Michelin Pilot Sport 4 tires on 18-inch wheels. A more aggressive track mode. T2 Subaru BRZ. The near-perfect weight distribution provides amazing balance. The experience wraps itself around the driver. Engages every sense. The interior is all new, oriented around the driver. The all-new 2022 Subaru BRZ. Sports car purity. Subaru DNA.
All right. So if you're just joining in, I know I'm late. I apologize. I was having some crazy computer issues this morning. I have no idea why, but my computer decided, you know what? We're not going to let it work for Phongvlg this morning, and I had to troubleshoot some issues. If you see my Instagram, you'll see those things. But you know what? Although we're late, we're still going to do this because I figured this would be great to still discuss it with everybody else. What do you guys think? I definitely say compared to the 11th gen, this was a much better reveal. On top of that, though, the 11th gen is a prototype while this is a full production car. So this is, what you're going to get. I already see that you guys are saying Aston Martin Porsche vibes. I agree. Looks like a Model 3 kind of. I can get those vibes too. In my opinion, I think Stormtrooper kind of said it. It does kind of look like a mini RCF. I feel like it's taking a little bit of homage from the Toyota side now. But it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Taycan Turbo. I can see the whole Porsche vibes too, and I think it's also with the color that they use to reveal the car as well. Let's play another video in the background. What do we got? Here we go. I'll turn down the volume a little bit so we can talk a little bit more. I'm pretty impressed actually with how they've revamped the look, because I was thinking to myself, how could they make the BRZ look any better? I was actually a fan of the BRZ in the beginning. I almost got one before I got the SI. And seeing the sort of change that they did with the whole entire body style, everything, front end to the rear, I'd say I actually kind of like it. The front and rear match each other. I love the new technology. I love the center display that they have going on for the tachometer. If it ain't got Apple CarPlay though, it ain't for me. I'm just kidding. But when's the Toyota unveil? I have no idea. Honestly. The interior, yeah, it looks pretty much the same. 228 horsepower. That's a better bump up from what it was at before. I'm glad, they always keep it at least available in the manual option. I think my favorite though is that they're offering it with Michelin Pilot Sport 4S's, which is my go-to tires. You know what? I agree. You know, the old one did look a lot more aggressive. This one, but this one, it has, it's a different vibe. Because I wouldn't say this one isn't aggressive. You know, this still has an aggressive front end, and I can definitely see this coming at me in my rear view mirror. The only downside that I know is probably going to happen is it's going to be one of those things where the BRZ still holds its title of looking super good, but still being super slow in the end. You can still turbocharge these. They are giving it, you know, a little bit more beefier power, but you know, I mean, we'll see in the end. So yeah, let's play another video here. Yeah, again, if you're just joining in, I know I'm late.
Holy crap.
I know I'm late. Had some technical issues in the beginning this morning.
I'm Scott Speed.
Alright, Scott Speed.
Driver for Subaru Motorsports. We're here at the racetrack with
because
the original
you know,
Subaru
before
BRZ.
okay, here I think it's a good picture actually right here. This, so let's compare. So I think one of the notable differences that I'm already seeing right now is the side profile. It's got a little bit of a Type R, like little vent here on the side, as you guys can see, but it definitely sticks out a lot more on the side, and it gives it, I feel like, a more aggressive look. I'm liking the stock wheels that they're giving this car. As for the front end, there's definitely a revamp in the headlights. You know, you guys can definitely tell that, but I feel like there's more quality in the headlights. Yeah, still no turbo from the factory. And I assume that was probably going to happen. I didn't think they were going to turbo this car. But, you know, honestly, I'm liking the front end. I am actually liking the front end. I don't know how I feel about these little side vents here. Too much. But it's not, it really isn't that bad looking at all. I'm not disappointed. There, like I said, there's some revamps. And, you know, they kind of got rid of this whole kind of fake vent section here on the old BRZ. It's now just, you know, plain here, but they've added this now kind of vent style, which I don't know if is fully functional or not, but it looks really good. But yes, this back profile right here, just see, like, if you just saw that image right here of just this back profile, it kind of looks like an RCF rear. Is a 2022 86 going to look the same? It definitely going to look the same. It's just going to be for sure rebadged. They might have some differences on the front end, and then on probably tachometer stuff again, like they did in the past. Most likely front end, slight Corvette look. Yeah, looks like a baby Porsche. I can agree with that. You know, the thing is too is like it's still a sharp looking car. So I feel like they didn't make it too soft, you know? And again, you guys have to remember, a lot of the BRZs that we see nowadays too are so modified that they look very aggressive. So I'm sure the aftermarket's going to support this very well, and I can see this already being like bagged and stanced and just looking great overall.
And the all-new 2022 BRZ. Today was the first day I got behind the wheel of this car,
Here's
and
the
I gotta tell
original.
you, an amazing feeling car. Just really
Good
fun
morning,
to drive.
guys. Good morning. I know I'm late. I had some issues
The
this morning
all-new
with my
20
computer, and it just it was interior shot right there. I want to see that. Everything was just not going right this morning for me. It's crazy because my computer was working just fine last night, and then when I booted up this morning, it decided to go into safe mode and like not let anything function. So I had to YouTube and figure out what was going on. I've never had this issue before, so I don't know if it was just a curse, but hey, we're here, guys, and I figured we'll live stream anyways, as promised. This is Adrian. Hope you're having a great day. Hey, Adrian, I am having a great day, man. I hope you are too. It's early morning, guys, so let's keep the vibes going. All right, so the interior shot real quick. Let's just go ahead and scan this out, what we see. Seats are pretty much, yeah, definitely about the same. Rear, the same amount of cargo space in the rear. Can't put a passenger back there. I don't know why they didn't just make this a two-seater. But, you know, a four-seater for the win, I guess. See, this is the one thing. If that's the display, I can't back this display up too much. At least from this point of view, it still looks very plasticky. and I just hope that it supports Apple CarPlay. I don't know if the newer models always support Apple CarPlay, but I feel like as a tech guy for myself who loves that access from my Civic, I hope that they support that. But again, the center looks pretty much the same. I like these little vent gauges right here. That looks like it's about to be digital. So seems like a little bit of a better improvement from what it was in the past. And then I like these switches actually. Now I remember the switches in the BRZ before, but these have like a more abstract look. They're more curved, and you know, I know they're not flipping you into like crazy sport mode or anything, but it looks nice. It doesn't look bad at all. But pretty much everything else in the interior looks about the same. So you know, no big notable differences for sure. Hey guys, welcome to the live stream. You know, I just want to discuss about the car. I'm telling you guys, it doesn't look bad at all. I like these headlights. I can definitely see these headlights being changed in the future, like all the retrofits and stuff that people are gonna run. Aftermarket's gonna be good on this. 2.4 liter still. Was it always a 2.4 liter?
Horsepower is nice. I think we're sitting at
I don't follow the BRZ community too often.
184 foot-pounds of torque.
228 and 184 foot-pounds of torque.
Anything at all.
Not bad.
The power band feels a bit better.
I saw you in this morning and that time when I woke up. I'm seeing you at
well.
night when I'm about to sleep. That's crazy. That's crazy.
In general, I gotta say, like, just
Close ratio gears,
like,
okay.
Where the steering wheel is positioned, the brake pedal is like in a perfect spot to heel and toe.
Yeah, everything looks pretty much the same. Oh, I like that shot actually. We can see the switches a little bit better. Yeah, so see, I don't like how that display looks. I can already see like those maintenance and all that. I just feel like they need to improve on that display a little bit. But other than that, like I like these. Like these are nice. They're digital. And these switches, I'm telling you, like I like how they went a little bit more abstract on these switches here. This is pretty nice.
Is correct.
Why am I up so early? I don't know, man. What's up, Philip? Hey, we're just live streaming, bro. Checking out the BRZ. I promised everybody I was gonna do it, and you know, although with the technical difficulties in the beginning, we're still here, guys. We're still here. And I appreciate everybody coming in and viewing with me. But yeah, let's 60 more lateral stiffness.
This thing turns on a dime. It's like
See, the BRZ was definitely one great, very well balanced car. So I'm not disappointed in this whatsoever. I actually like it. I actually do. Would I buy it? Would it be one of my project cars? I'll be honest, probably not. Just because I don't want to get behind one of these and have to turbocharge it and all that. I'd rather just pick up something that's already turbocharged out the box. But really, I just want to save up for some, you know, one of the old JDMs. Is it the current BRZ going to go up or down on the used market? Ooh, that's a good question. Subarus do hold some of their value, but I feel like every enthusiast is going to grab this and modify it for sure. Trying too hard with the switches. Definitely still a car for the enthusiasts. Yeah, it's a purist car, you know, like it's supposed to be the homage to the old 8.6, and it's still doing everything, you know. It's got that center of gravity, it's got great handling, it's doing everything that, you know, the initial D comics kind of brought with the 8.6. So I actually like these stock wheels too. On Michelin Pilot Sport Forests, not a wrong move. I like this side marker display placement here. It's actually not bad. Or reflector. I'm digging the side vents. They're probably non-functional. They're probably just aesthetics. But those side vents, if you guys can see, that's not bad. I like this curve right here. This looks very aggressive. I can dig this. I can mess with this right here. I can definitely see people utilizing that for sure with their builds. It's a good looking car, I'm not gonna lie. Back to work. But I can check on the stream. Hey, no problem, Sean. I appreciate it, brother. Would you guys back this up? Would you guys end up wanting to get something like this? What is the takeaways that you guys are taking from this? This is not a prototype. This is the official release. Do you guys love it or do you guys hate it? You guys got to let me know. How do you guys feel about it? You know, in my opinion, it's not a bad looking car. I like it a lot, actually. But what are your guys' things? Do you guys love it or do you guys hate it? I gotta know.
Stiff to try to hold all that weight up, they just skip across the track. Whereas this
the 8.6 is going to be an interesting reveal too. They're for sure going to do probably a change on the front end for a fact, as they always do.
That's what makes this car cornerstone.
Okay, yeah. So seats look about the same. Yeah, interior looks pretty much exactly the same. Slight changes. I can see the slight changes.
You feel connected to the car. And if you're gonna
it's not, but it's not bad looking either.
It's nice to have that.
Yeah, it still has a lot of potential. I can definitely agree with you on that. I like it has okay. Tell me if I'm wrong, but has this always? This has been a little bit of an improvement from the display, right? Because I don't remember the display. I mean, I know the display, especially from the newer ones, were now digital, but now this is like full digital, right? I like this. I can imagine this cockpit view while you're driving is going to be very exciting. Looks like, oh, I did not notice that. Wow. Okay, guys, key things too to look at, guys. Look at the RPM right before the red line. You can drive, or you can basically rev this all the way up to 75K. You're going all the way up to 9K. That's wow. I think that's going to be a big thing in the modified game too. Almost S2K FA20 freaking vibes right now. But I like this tack. I'm actually like, this would be an exciting car to get behind and enjoy while you're driving it, to be able to look at this display as well. It kind of reminds me of the Civic Si display, as it has the center node with the RPMs and the miles per hour digitally shown. But I like this. I like this display a lot. Buttons pretty much the same. Ooh, okay. I like that even better. That's a pretty sick mode that you can actually change that. It gives me like, if you guys remember with the new Mustangs now, they can actually change out in modes, and they have something sort of like a bar like this. This is definitely a purist car. I like it way better. It looks so much more aggressive than the previous generations. Side gauge looks kind of underdone. And the 2020 BRZ had all analog speedo. Okay, so it never had a digital tack. Or wait, there was a digital speedo inside the tack, however. Oh, okay. So now this is a full digital tack. So definitely an improvement. I like it a lot. I'm amazed it's spinning tires still. I'm sorry. Porsche front, Aston Martin back. I can definitely see the Aston Martin back. I can see an Aston Martin overall, I think. You know, it definitely gives that vibe. And I think it's because of that round headlight look. You know, Aston Martin's kind of like known for that.
Get out of here, Fly. Thank you. Make sure to leave a 5-star review.
12 Lambo front end.
One of the more noticeable things for me when you just look.
I'm really digging this though. I actually am. I wouldn't get it just for myself, just because, you know, building this platform is definitely going to be a journey, and it's going to be another underdog build for sure. But I can see this definitely one I have to skip on. Not saying that it's a bad car, just personally for myself. I do like this a lot. Not comparing, I don't like comparing it already, but comparing it to the new Z, I want to back up the new Z more than I want to back up this still. Like this is still nice though.
The outside of the car looks more dynamic.
I don't like the back half. First gen tail lights look so characteristic.
And you can tell when driving this thing that it feels.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You know, I feel like back then too, the rear end of the BRZ, those tail lights, people were able to utilize all kinds of different versions of that. You know, you saw all kinds of versions of that. Out of this tail light, see, that's the thing too. Now that I think about it, you can see the interchangeable. I don't know how they're going to change the tail lights here. I don't know how the aftermarket's going to hit for these tail lights. It's definitely going to be a bit more difficult than what was shown in the previous, probably. But I mean, we'll see. Time will tell. The back end, I like this integrated spoiler in there too. It's not too bad though.
Stuff. You know, like I'm a race car driver. I'm a tech nerd. I understand.
Rally
like
blue all day. Yes sir, yes sir. Rally blue for sure. You can choose a color. Which color BRZ would you get? I like the silver, to be honest. You know, coming from my silver Civic, I would definitely still get silver. I like the silver too. It's either that, or if they would offer it, Tiffany blue.
Awesome.
Displacement is going to go a long way with an NA build. You know what? So I like that. I like that comment actually, Aaron. You're not wrong, because it being so I don't know what the displacement was before. Was it a 2.0 before, or was it always a 2.4? Can somebody ask me, or answer that for me? Because I know with it being a 2.4, especially like coming from the Civic community, a lot of NA 2.4 leaders have been out there, really, all NA power, making it. I've heard people making 400 or so horsepower. It was a 2.0. Okay, so they upgraded the displacement then. So they definitely upgraded the displacement then. Here, we're going to go back. We're going to get more footage while we discuss here. We'll have this in the background. But so it was a 2.0. So they're now making a 2.4. So I don't even know if people even need to boost this, because it being a 2.4 now, you can do a lot more NA. I feel like if you're ever going to boost things, sticking with the 2.0 is just fine. 2.4 may be a little overkill, in my opinion. That's why I think, and that's why, like with the Type R, they when they gave it a K20, they didn't go like a K24. So for it to have a 2.4, yeah, I think in the NA community, there's going to be a lot more potential now. So it's not. There's a lot. I don't know. There's a lot to vision behind this. I can't get behind the 400Z. Not sure why. Out of all the Zs, the 350Z was the best. And I understand that the 400Z. Okay, first off, the Z is definitely a purist car, and the 400Z is it's showing homage more to the classic old Z, the 280Z. Sorry, I was having a mind fart there, but I think I like it in the fact that they're bringing that old shape back, and it being twin turboed already out the box is why I've already wanted to get behind that, just because the aftermarket is going to be a lot easier. Plus, it's going to be it's going to be a V6, I believe. Yeah, it's like a Q. Is it a VQ? I don't remember. But I still like this though. I still like this. As for the price range, I wonder what the price range is going to be for this. Everybody's working backwards. Oh man. In my country, it was 200 horsepower and 205 torque. Oh, interesting. More torque, huh? Because it looks like in here, this is 228 with 181 foot-pounds of torque. No, it's 205, 151. Okay. Waiting for TJ Hunt to be the first to turbo it and come out with the first wide body. And you never know, guys. Fun fact is, if you guys did not know, I've discussed it in a few of my videos, but the reason that I've pursued YouTube is because of the fact that TJ Hunt low-key inspired me. And the reason being is because him and I went to high school together. We were in the same grade. We both graduated. And I saw that how big he has become. And that's what allowed me to figure that, well, shoot, if this guy that I went to high school with can do it, why can't I? But, discussing that, I wonder, will TJ get this? Who knows if he'll back it up? It will be definitely an interesting journey. I think it being his first car to mod on his channel is going to be I think it's going to be a great thing if he does purchase it, because it will definitely bring homage to that. But we'll see. Let's play this one again. Let's see. The extra torque through the power band is going to make it feel great. Price is going to be $30K probably. And see, that I think is going to be my draw mark, is the fact that it's going to be like $30K for this car. I'd rather spend that money somewhere else, in my opinion. But it's not a bad one. Did you know Calvin too? I actually have Calvin's number. Calvin and so TJ and I were acquaintances in high school. I actually didn't talk to TJ all too much, but Calvin and I always had the same classes together. We were actually close friends. Um, I haven't talked to him recently, just because they're kind of doing their own thing, and I don't want to interfere with, I feel like a lot of the thing is that people think that others clout chase, and I'm not like one to want to say that I'm a clout chaser if I, you know, interfere with their thing. We haven't talked, I think the last time Calvin and I talked was like maybe a uh year before high school, or no, I mean a year after high school. But you know, that's the last time I talked to him. And maybe in the future, we'll collab up, but like I said, they're just doing their thing and I'm just doing mine. So I'm great to see their success, and it's also kind of motivated me to pursuing the same passion. So if those guys that I went to high school with can do it, guys, then I can do it. And same message goes to you guys too. If I can do it, you guys can do it. Let's see. Gonna love to see some NA builds. I think we're gonna see a lot of NA builds coming out of this. The fact that they've given it a 2.4 now, there's gonna be a lot of NA builds for sure. I do the first gen 2019, 2020 and convert the front end plus turbo. It's so nice. American cars prices are low. The BRZ will cost me 45K USD in my country. Wow, what country? Wow, Malaysia. So, uh, yeah, I think though, overall, guys, this is not. It's not a bad car. Ooh, actually, let me see that. Let me see that. Let me see that. I want to see that. Let's go ahead. Let's see that Apple, that display. Can we get in there? Did I go forward, or I don't know. I think I went too far forward. Did I go too far forward? Yeah. Here we go. Get a little bit back here. There was that shot. Here we go. That shot right there. I want to see that shot inside. So what is the? Yeah, I was just trying to see what the displays had here. My Civic costing me about 31,000. Wow, USD, and we don't even get the SI here. Wow, that's unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that, bro. Uh, you know. So wait, is the car gonna be a lot faster? So it having a 2.4 liter displacement, it's definitely faster. And there's going to be more opportunity for those who can't afford to turbo the car and run NA power, who want to do NA power for sure. And the RPMs, it looks like it shoots right here. Oh, that's a perfect shot. That's a perfect shot right there. To 7.5K for red line. And then full red line is at 9K. So I like we were discussing, the NA builds are going to be out there now. The 2.0, the fact that they gave it a 2.0 in the past without turboing the car was definitely a drawback. But now that they're giving it a 2.4, there's going to be a lot more NA potential for sure. There's other videos out that have better interior shots. Okay, let's go ahead and see. Let's see what we can search up here. You guys want to give me an? Oh, here we go. This is a full. Oh, there's a full dive review here. Which one do we want to see? We'll go check this one out. The intro. All right. Ooh, I like the color too. The old rally blue there. Looks real nice. Looks real nice. The BRZ. Ooh, under the hood. Let's check it out. What do we got? Nice Boxer 2.4 this time. It looks really good. There's a lot of potential for sure. A lot. I'm so excited for the car. I'm buying the GT86 just because I like Toyota. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting when they reveal that. I'm amazed they haven't revealed it just yet. But yeah, this is a nice car. Like I said, compared to, I don't want to like compare it to the reveal yesterday for the 11th gen prototype, but this is definitely more uplifting for sure. Civic taillights? I wouldn't say Civic taillights. I'd say that it has more Aston Martin vibes for the taillights, if anything. All right, here we go. Yeah, that's side profile shot right there. That's a nice side profile shot. Look at that. I'm really digging this vent though that they added here. Like I said, I don't think this is functional, but I like this aesthetic piece here. This definitely gives it a more aggressive look. But this whole side profile really doesn't look bad whatsoever. Like this looks really nice. It's got beautiful curves, very linear. I mean, this is definitely cutting through the wind. Curious with you guys, Civics out from the dealership. Was there a speed cutoff? For me, it was 275, 130 miles. Yeah, there's always a governor. So out the box, every car is pretty much governed to stop at a certain speed for sure. But once you tune it, you basically unlock those capabilities. Kind of looks like a Stingray from the side. I can see that. I can definitely see that because it's got that contoured look, especially it being. This is practically a 2-seater. I don't know why they're still giving it 4 seats. This is a 2-seater. Yes, with the extra 23 horsepower, 33 torque, and 7.5 redline, easy 250, 260 with bolt-ons. I can see that for sure. If you're trying to get into the 300 to 400s, you're going to be running some sort of race gas, meth injection. I look at that. That's pretty neat. That's actually pretty neat. You got a whole torque. Let me see that. Let me see that again. Let's replay that. Yeah, look at that. Your own dyno graph right here, guys. 490 miles. Yo, am I looking at that right? Did you guys see that MPG though? Yo, what? Man, my Civic don't even get that. Is that right? We reading that right? Sheesh. Yeah, this is nice though. I like this. I like this. I do. Very aesthetic. Oh, whoa. Automatic transmission. We ain't here for that. I'm just playing. Nice home. I'm not seeing Apple CarPlay, guys. I'm not seeing Apple CarPlay, though. I'm actually surprised. They maybe could have improved on the little rear view camera. But those are just like small things. This is a purist car. We don't care about all that stuff. There was always a torque and horsepower readout. Oh, okay. So it's just improved with just a digital gauge then. Just a full digital gauge. All right, so they're just going to drive around here, discussing the car. I want to see more of the car, though. Here we go. There's another video out there, actually, I saw. We can go ahead and back up real quick. They had it in the first gen. It has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto? Okay. Because I remember when I was deciding between my Civic and the WRX back in 2018, when I was deciding between that and the STI 2, they didn't offer Apple CarPlay for the car. Now, I don't know, after 2018 they started offering that stuff, but yeah, they did not offer it for the car, and I think that was a drawback for me just because I feel like that's a very handy thing to have in your car. I know you can always change out the displays, but that was just me. Coming out the box, I like that the SI came with that stuff. Have Apple CarPlay. The 2020 BRZ has it. Okay. This color, I like this color though. I love the rally blue. Look at that. I think this color really pops out the curves a lot more. I'm telling you guys, this looks really aggressive. This does. There's definitely, I wouldn't say there's anything fully wrong. They didn't go soft. It still looks hard as can be. And like the way I always see it is, hopefully once they start, modifying these cars, seeing this come in, and look, that's still giving the same. It's a same sort of, especially with the daytime running lights right here, same vibe from the previous headlight. Just it's just rounded off, just rounded just a tad bit more. Because this still looks exactly the same. You guys can't tell me this doesn't look exactly the same. But I like how aggressive the front end still looks. I can definitely see this coming at me in my rear view mirror. I mean, it'll still get gapped by me, but hey, once they modify it, hopefully. But it still looks super aggressive. Let's see, is the tuner culture like state specified in America? I wouldn't say it's state specified at all. Sort of depends on the climate, to be honest. Actually, I wouldn't say it's state specified. Everybody has their own, because I feel like there's a lot of tuners in each state. It is true depending on the climate, but there's still people enthusiast out there. States like New York and area. The tuner culture is definitely in New York. It's pretty mixed in every state. It really is, though. Usually in New York, you have a lot of, I feel like, Subarus. A lot of the all-wheel drive vehicles, basically. But I can get to this. This I dig this. I do dig this though. This is nice. I just like that they gave it. It's not flat on the side now. It's a lot more bulge and contoured. So it's just I like how aggressive it looks. And look at that, guys. They still gave it that nice third brake light at the bottom too, so you guys can interchange that. Same dual tip exhaust sections. And I like that they're not integrating like an entire bumper with the exhaust, so that way your exhaust options are still open. It won't be limited. These tail lights, though, I wonder what they're going to be able to do for the aftermarkets on this. It'd be interesting to see, but it's not bad overall. I like this. Mazda front end, Buick rear. We're getting a whole interchange of things, guys. I mean, you know, because it still holds the old homage from the previous generation. Just like I said, slight changes, very slight changes. I think the biggest improvement, though, and the biggest takeaway from this is definitely that 2.4 liter now. Having that displacement is definitely going to have a greater advantage in the future, especially for the NA community. You're going to see a lot more NA builds out there. Not everybody's going to want to turbo it because they're not going to have to turbo it to actually get and squeeze some power out of it. And they got rid of the sequential turn signals. But again, even if they did, I'm sure there's going to be aftermarkets for that, for the tail light interchangeables and, offering all that stuff once again. The aftermarket for the BRZ was very strong. BRZ, the GT86, the aftermarket is very strong for this. So you're going to see big improvements, or you're still going to see that aftermarket still support. 2.4 liter F4. All right, 228 horsepower, 184 foot-pounds of torque. And, they're still offering it in a 6-speed manual, 2,800 pounds. It's still a good car. I can see not a lot of people are some people. Okay, so like I get mixed feelings. I personally, I'm not hating the design at all. I actually like the change, but I know that everybody's different. What is your guys' take? I want to see in the comment section. I want to see your guys' vote. Do you like it or do you hate it? Just either put love it or hate it. That's it. What do you guys feel? Comment it below. What do you guys feel about this? Supercharged on the BRZ. Looks like a 2012 Supra is 5 times more, as well as a Viper. Not gonna lie, I love it. Someone does a conversion for the old tail lights. It'd be interesting if they could do that. It's definitely a change. We're all gonna have to get used to it, but it's gonna. I think in the long run, this is gonna be another great aftermarket car that a lot of people are gonna modify and revamp. I mean, the BRZ and the GT86 was definitely known for that. On the fence, to be honest. Okay. No, I understand. Looks alright, but could be better. I agree. Not a bad car though. It's not horrible. The changes that they've made, it's still attractive. Needs more PSI. If it needs a turbo, if anything, then needs 2.4 T, not this crap. If they were gonna turbo it though, I would honestly say that they would. If they were gonna give you guys a turboed version, it would be a 2.0 then, because turboing the 2.4 out the box, I think would be a little bit of an overkill. Usually the 2.4 displacement, especially coming from the Civic community, a lot of the people that do NA builds really keep them at a 2.4, and a lot of people that do boost builds keep them at a 2.0. So I think if they were going to do anything, it would be a 2.0 turbo. But it being a 2.4, you guys are discrediting it. There's going to be so much more potential now. the displacement being opened that, it seems like a small margin. It's actually a pretty big margin. And you guys creating NA builds is going to be a possible thing in the future for this BRZ. For sure. It's got huge potential now. Let's see. The side profile, I dig it. But it doesn't give me the wow factor like when I saw the Civics. I understand. Love it, but the rear though. It's a change, yeah. Holy Toyo's version has a better rear end. I don't think they're gonna. I think the rear end's gonna, because coming from the old, BRZs and GT86s, the rear ends pretty much are the same. It's always been the front end that will change. So you're probably gonna see more likely a front end change than a rear end change for sure. That's what we're gonna see. 1.6T or 2.4T, just carry thing with boost. BRZ 86 always has the same backs but different fronts. Yeah. Same with a turbo. You got a Subaru. It's growing on me. It's growing on me too. Just like the Z Pronto. Yeah, and I like the Z. I actually do like the Z. It does have a lot of exterior and performance potential for sure. I'm telling you guys, it being a 2.4, them giving it that displacement now is a game changer, a huge game changer for this car. Because when they released it at first with a 2.0 and not giving it a turbo out the box, it definitely was a disappointment, and that's why a lot of people either supercharged or turbocharged it. But it also, in the past, because they didn't do that, it gave the opportunity for people to turbocharge it and supercharge it. Now this one, not only will give people the opportunity to turbocharge it and supercharge it, but now it's giving people the opportunity to squeeze power out of it. NA, like, you don't even need to boost this thing. You really don't, actually. Like, you can still make pretty good power, it being naturally aspirated, now that it's a 2.4 liter. So they made a big change there, and I think that's going to be very great for this community. And I'm telling you guys are going to see a lot more NA builds probably compared to the previous generations for sure. Now, I wish I knew, is that Japanese or Korean? I wish I knew what that said, but I cannot translate that. I'm sorry. Okay, curious thoughts on CVTs. Why you like or dislike it? Well, CVT is a one single gear transmission, and it's very limited. So if you're trying to squeeze power out of a CVT, it's going to be pretty hard because not all CVTs can hold up, and it's not like you can change out a clutch out of that transmission like you can with a manual transmission to handle better power. The rear seems like a fake Porsche 911. I see that. More power, but it's heavier too. Is it heavier? I thought it's about the same weight, no? What was the weight before? How would it look with the wide body? Oh, I can see this looking great with the wide body. For sure. For sure. I'm sure. I'm sure somebody. Okay, maybe it's too early. Let's just see if anybody made like a concept 2022. Wide body. See if there's any concepts. Any sort of concepts. I knew there was going to be some sort of concepts out. No, that's not much of a wide body. People are always like on top of these. But like I said, there's very slight changes. So to see this in a wide body is definitely gonna look good. It's gonna look pretty good. Now I can see like you guys see these ones. These are already modified. The front end was a lot more sharper for sure from the taillights. But I'm telling you guys, the aftermarket is gonna be pretty strong on the newer models for sure, just due to the fact that it's gonna have the opportunity to interchange front bumpers, rear bumpers. Like, don't discredit it, guys. Like, this is gonna be pretty good. It's gonna be a pretty good and solid car for the enthusiast. I don't know how I feel about the rear still. That's still, I think I'm indifferent about too, especially this kind of like line that connects the two taillights together. Not really a big fan of that, but we'll see what it has to offer. Well, how's the weight distribution? More or less is fine, but the distribution is what matters. I think it's got the same amount of center of gravity and distribution as before, so I don't think anything's changed. Pop in real quick, but what's the power on it? So it's making 228 horsepower NA, 181 foot-pounds of torque with a 2.4 liter now instead of a 2.0. So it being a 2.4 liter, definitely a lot more potential for the NA community, for sure. For sure. Yeah. So I think that's pretty much the end of it, guys. We've pretty much reviewed this car. I gave you guys my thoughts. You guys gave me yours, but I like it. I do like what this car has to offer. For myself, am I going to back it up? Am I going to get one in the future? Most likely not, just because, like I said, it's not that I don't like it. It's just that I rather build something else. And I already know that this is definitely like, it's going to be built out there. I'd rather go build the new Z, if anything. But this isn't a bad car overall. This is going to be a great car. Swap a 2J in it. Somebody's probably going to do that anyways. Just like how they swapped the freaking Ferrari engine in one before. Yeah, 2.4 liter. Yep. Yeah, of course. Hey, of course, Adrian. I appreciate it. Everyone's dream. What did you think of the 11th gen? I'm indifferent. I'm indifferent about it. I don't know how I feel. I know there's a lot of love and hate about it, and some people like it. I like it, and I don't at the same time. I guess I just have to wait and see for the actual full production of it, and when the SI and Type R release, and see what that looks like, to be honest. But all right, guys. Well, I appreciate you guys joining me. We're gonna go ahead and end the live stream right here. This is not a bad car. There's a lot to take away from it, and I'm excited to see what people do to this in the future. The NA community is one that I'm gonna look forward to, because I love to see how much power it produces with just a few bolt-ons and a tune. And then, of course, for those who are going to try and boost and everything, it's going to be obviously a lot more power now that it's a 2.4. So it's not a bad car. This is a great takeaway. I think the curves look really nice. The front end still looks aggressive as can be. I'm still indifferent about the rear end, but the aftermarket community is going to be strong on this, and I'm glad this isn't the prototype. This is the final version. So I think they did well. And the other thing too is whenever Toyota releases theirs, it's going to be a pretty nice mix. So again, thank you guys for all the love and support. I'm sorry I was late on the live stream, had some computer difficulties, but I'm glad that we were able to get you guys in here and just still discuss and talk about it, because I was debating on doing the live stream since I was about 30 minutes late on it. Had those difficulties in the beginning, but you guys came in strong and came in support, and we all talked about it, so I appreciate it, guys. So yeah, and then what's the most horsepower you can squeeze out of a 2.4 liter with basic mods? Probably 260, 280, maybe even 300. It's possible. Never know. But all right, guys, take care. Love you guys a lot. We'll see you guys in the next live stream again. And as always, guys, keep grinding, stay humble, and yeah, that. I'll see you guys in the next one, and don't be late again. I'll make sure my computer's running at that time. I have no idea, computer was just not on my side this morning. But you guys have a lovely what is it? I'm already lost in the days. Is it Wednesday already? You guys have a lovely Wednesday. Good vibes all your guys' way. And just keep positive, guys, all right? Love you guys and have a great day, guys. I'll catch you guys later, and I'll catch you guys yes, Cold War lobby in the future. Have a good one, guys.